Hold on a minute. I told myself this year was going to be low key. Simple gifts, meaningful moments, and then what happens? One scroll through social media and suddenly I'm Googling luxury waffle makers and debating if the entire extended family needs matching holiday PJs. What? What the heck? Okay, this is my kind of with Christmas. I'm not a big fan of Christmas. And this is why, because I feel like it's just consumerism. And even me, someone who is like, I don't want to consume, I don't want to like buy into it, I still get sucked into it. It is just crazy how we get caught up in all of like the consumer trap, basically, is what it is. And social media doesn't help any, but there's the pressure of family, kids, societal expectations, all of these things. So I thought, let's talk about this today because for me, it's a real thing. Last year, I just went to Costa Rica for Christmas and New Year's because I just didn't want to get caught up in it. It's just so much. And this year, I decided I'm going to stay here because who knows? This could be the last time that the boys and I have Christmas under the same roof or in this place. Who knows? I don't know. But I thought, okay, I'm just going to take one for the team and we're going to do it up right. We're going to have a very connected, awesome Christmas. Now, don't get me wrong. My kids are very present. So they appreciate these moments. If there's something, like if I ever ask of them to show up somewhere or do something or be in this moment, they really show up 100% and they appreciate the time that we have together. They know what it's all about. They know how important these moments are. But this year, even though I was like, okay, I'm going to keep it down to a dull roar, I just find myself getting carried away, getting caught up in the consumerism. And I hate consuming things. That's one of my pet peeves. I try to live just like a minimalistic life just because I don't need all the things. And I hate buying things because I think that I need something to be happy or to have a better life, or because I know that all of that is inside of me. So that's why this kind of stuff really gets me going, especially when I get caught up in it. I'm like, damn, they got me again, right? Like, how did that happen again? So this is why I wanted to let's talk about this. I wonder what it's like for you. I wonder how your Christmas is. Do you just be like, I'm going to buy one? This is how it always used to be. I'm just going to buy one present for each of my two boys, and they get one present from Santa, and that was it. It was literally two presents because when my kids were little, they didn't have money to buy presents. So like I would get Phoenix a present from myself and Santos. And then we would get Santos a present from myself and Phoenix. And then Santa would get them a present. And that was it. Of course, they got presents from, my mom and dad and family members. But that's it. It was super simple. But this year, they have their own money. They're all grown up. And now it's like just totally caught up in it. So I wanted to just talk about maybe 3 tips that we could think about, 3 things we could think about that would help us to not get caught up in the consumerism. Like getting caught up in defining what matters the most. Like what exactly matters the most when it comes to holidays. Now, I'm not a religious person, so for me, Christmas is not a thing because I'm not a religious person. But we get caught up in the idea of more stuff equals more love or a better holiday. Like, have you ever bought something just because you felt guilty, not because it was super meaningful? Or like, I have to buy something for, both kids, and then I have to make sure that it's both even, like monetarily even. And then what if it's monetarily the same, but that equals 5 gifts for one kid and 3 for the other. And it's like, damn, how do you sort all this out? And then you see something like it pops up on your reel because they just know, they watch what we watch. They know us so well, believe it or not. It's just like they know what to show us, and they show us the stuff that they want us to buy, and we fall for it, or I fall for it. But the reason I'm talking about this is because this year specifically, I kind of fell for it. And so I'm just trying to work my way out of it. So I thought, let's do it together, right? But we want to know like what really, really matters. So the solution is to like really take some time and go inward. What matters to me and my family this year, right? That's what I'm thinking about. What matters to me and my family? I want to focus on experiences over things. I'm always about experiences. And I have one kid that'll be like, yeah, I'll do it. And then the other kid, I got to talk him into it. But when he does it, he enjoys it. And I always, always, always want to be like, it's always about the experience. Would they remember another gift? Or would they remember the hilarious family game night where grandma won at charades? They're going to remember the fun activities. Like in my family, I am the party starter. I always bring the games. I have stuff to do. I have jokes to tell. I have like, tortilla slaps going on. Just all the fun things. I'm always trying to make it such a fun experience because I think that that's what makes it wonderful when we get together, especially when you include like the grumpy uncles that don't want to do the things and then they get involved. That makes it just hilarious. That's what makes it so fun. But you can actually write down your holiday priorities. Like, is it quality time, laughter, fewer credit card bills? Because that's a thing, right? Like January is the saddest month ever because of where I live. It's rainy and it's dark. The holidays are over and you have these huge bills. So January can be a tough one. But maybe that's one of your goals is fewer credit card bills at the end of the holidays. And then you just want to keep it visible so you can ground yourself when you feel the pull to buy. You can be like, nah, that's not what we're all about this year. We're not talking about that. We're talking about, like having a good time. It's about activities. It's about adventures. It's about connection. It's about really fun moments with the people that are the most important in your life, that you love. So gifts don't define your love. So presents don't define your love, but presence does. That's the key. It's all about presence, not presents. Are you with me on this? Yes. Show up and be in the moment. And then tip number 2, you could set a budget and stick to it. There's this problem of overspending during the holidays and even leading up to the holidays, they've got Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all of these things. And so we do get caught up in the buying of it. And it can add to stress when you overspend. And then the guilt of everybody being even or spending too much. And then the January regrets, like I just talked about. It's like, damn, when those bills come, you're like, did I really need to buy all that stuff? Nothing says holiday magic like opening up your credit bill and you've got like a zero balance or you stuck to your budget. That's like the best gift you could ever give yourself. You want to create a realistic budget for your gifts. You want to, and your food and your activities, like for the whole season, actually treat it like you're going on holiday. When you go on holiday, you have everything budgeted out. You know exactly what you're spending on what and why. And you can do the same thing for your holiday and then really stick to the budget. Make it fun. Make it like a game to see who could be the best budget sticker tour and really make it a good thing and enjoyable and a fun challenge. You can use budgeting apps, or you could put the money in a separate account, or you could just take out cash. Here's the cash that I'm spending, and then when it's done, and you've already budgeted for it. That's crazy when you think about that, like cash, because that's not even a thing anymore. Like, who carries cash? But that keeps you stuck, or it keeps you on track, not stuck. It keeps you on track if you're just straight up cash. So you want to set boundaries with your spending so that you can enjoy the holidays without the financial anxiety. If you pre-plan ahead of time, you're like, okay, this is how much I can spend for the holidays. This is how much I'm spending on each person, on the parties, because don't those parties sneak up on you? If you're going to 5 parties, you're like, I'm always like, I got to take something to the party, whether it's a host gift, or you're taking food or presents, or there's an exchange going on. You want to add all those things in to your budget, because otherwise you're going to hemorrhage money. You're going to be going way out of budget. So you want to be realistic and include everything so that your budget is on point. Now, tip number 3, create meaningful traditions. We feel obligated to meet other people's expectations instead of creating traditions that bring us joy. I know that there was a certain point when my kids, were little, where I just said, I want to make all these new fun traditions, right? Does anyone even want another ugly sweater? Or are we just all afraid to say no to the Secret Santa gift exchange? Yeah, I created new traditions. They cost a little, but they mean a lot. You could have like family baking day with everybody's favorite recipes, or a cookie exchange. Or here's what we do. Here's our traditions. Christmas Eve, we always watch a Christmas movie. We cuddle up on the couch and we watch a Christmas movie. Like, that is our jam. And usually what happens for me on Christmas Eve is I have to wrap all the presents and that, but not this year. This year I am so organized. I have everything wrapped and under the tree. I've never done that before, and I am good to go. I'm so organized. But just creating new traditions, like something that works for you, is so good. See, if I had my way, I wouldn't cook Christmas dinner. I would just order Christmas dinner the day before, because you know me, I don't like to cook. But when there was COVID happening and nobody could see anybody, you just hung out with your immediate family for Christmas, we ordered Chinese food the night before, and then we just heated it up on Christmas, and it was the best ever because it was so easy. But my family loves to cook. They love to cook. And I was supposed to have it this year, but I couldn't, just for many reasons. I couldn't have it, so my brother's having it. And my brother is like, don't bring anything. I've got it all taken care of. So he loves doing this kind of stuff, and he won't even allow us to bring anything. So it makes it super easy. But the traditions are, we always get together with the family, my mom and dad, my brothers, all of their kids, and we have a family dinner, and we rotate whose house it's at. And then we do the Secret Santa or the White Elephant gift exchange. We do that because we just want to, buy one meaningful gift, and we have a limit. It's $50, and then watch people fight over it. I'm still trying to get my family into the swing of it because they don't quite get it. Like, yeah, let's steal people's gifts. That's the fun part of it. Make sure, just have fun with it. So I'm hoping this year we'll be able to really shake it up, make it a crazy Secret Santa or White Elephant gift exchange this year. Got to get them riled up. So I place my kids in certain spots, and I get them to steal people's gifts and all that, just to make it super fun. And that's a tradition that we have. And then for us, just the boys and I, we have chocolate for breakfast. That's what we do. We open our stockings and we have chocolate for breakfast. This is something that we just know we're going to do every single time, and we love it. And it's the favorite part of our tradition. We just get up, open our stockings, have breakfast, and then we just do presents and hang out for the day until it's time to go have dinner with my family. And we love, love, love this tradition. There used to be a tradition where I would go and I would chop down a Christmas tree, a fresh Christmas tree every year. And it was a lot of work because I'd have to go pick it out, chop it down, tie it up on top of my car, bring it home, put it in the garage for a couple of days, bring it upstairs and there was like, I still have needles in my house from trees, and I haven't gotten a real tree in years and years and years. But like those needles, they're sneaky and they hide everywhere. And then you're vacuuming and you're like, holy cow, it's been 5 years. Why are there still needles there? And then one day, because I was doing this tradition that I had started, I had created it because I thought it was awesome. And then one day I said to the kids, do you even care if we have a real Christmas tree? And they just kind of looked at me and they're like, nah, we really don't care. And so that was the year that it ended. And it was such a relief for me because it was a lot of work to do that. And things like that, I just really question everything. Why am I doing this? Is it something that I want to carry on doing? And if yes, great. And if no, that's okay too. I'm going to do something else. But then, we get to like forget about other people's expectations. And we think about instead things that, bring us joy, that we want to do. That's the important part. So you can choose one new tradition this year that aligns with your values and creates joy for you. Traditions are rooted in love and connection and more fulfillment than a store-bought gift. As I'm, recording this and thinking about it, next year is going to be totally different. I'm going to, see if we can get back to that one gift thing. And then that takes the pressure off. But I have to take into consideration too, the boys and how they feel about it, because it's a group effort. I want to make sure that Christmas is not just what I want, or not just so it's easy or convenient for me, but that it lights them up too. Like we'll sit around and be like, if you could make Christmas be anything you want, what would it be? And then we make that because we can, because we are in the business of creating stuff in our brain and making it happen, and not in the business of guilt or sticking with obligations that no longer serve us. We want it to be meaningful and fulfilling and awesome. And so that's what we create for ourselves. The holidays, they're about connection and not consumption. And when you let go of the pressure to buy, you make room for the moments that really, really matter. You want to ask yourself, or I like to ask myself, and I'm offering it up to you, what do I want to remember about this holiday season? What do I want my kids to remember about this holiday season? And then you go and you create that for yourself, intentionally, on purpose. Let me leave you with this. Make your top priority this holiday season to be present and to truly have fun and enjoy yourself. Because here's the thing. Just like we only get 18 summers with our kids, we also only get 18 Christmases. These moments, they're so fleeting. So let's not get lost in the stress, the guilt, or the endless to-do lists. Instead, let's show up, laugh, make memories, and soak it all in. Because at the end of the day, these are the moments that matter the most. Happy holidays from my family to yours. Thank you for listening. Always love yourself first, and have an amazing holiday with the fam.